Today's collectible spot, we are having a look at the Diamond Select Toys, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Aleksei Sytsevich and Alistair Smythe. Spot apologizes from before, as I've butchered his poor name, and I'm probably going to apologize for the pronunciation of his name during this video as well. Aleksei Sytsevich, or as we would then know, Rhino, and also Alistair Smythe. It's a shame. Here's the thing. I'm probably going to start this review early by saying this. It's a shame that we got Aleksei Sytsevich as opposed to him in his Rhino suit. Now, granted, again, the Rhino suit probably would have been a little bit larger. I could probably justify... Okay, maybe they wouldn't want to put them in a two-pack together. I don't know. I would have liked to have seen, though, the Rhino, him in the Rhino suit. Like a little version of Rhino with Aleksei sitting inside. I think that would have been kind of really neat. On the back of the package, the figures in this series of Minimates, there's Aleksei Sytsevich, Alistair Smythe, Gwen Stacy, Peter Parker, Battle Damaged Spider-Man, Electro, Spider-Man, and Green Goblin. You read up for Aleksei Sytsevich. Sytsevich is part of a gang of Russian mobsters defeated by Spider-Man during a foiled hijacking. Humiliated by the hero, he decides to extract revenge by becoming a one-man army. On the other hand, Alistair Smythe, a promising young engineer, Alistair works in research and development at Oscorp. Alongside his father, Spencer Smythe, his work of all robotics and AI have made him a rising star. For more Minimates and other collectible items, you can head over to www.diamondselecttoys.com. You can also head over to www.lukestoystore.com. I'm going to provide the link down below. Spot picks up really a lot of his Minimates over there. And if you guys are interested, head over there. You can save a little bit of money using the coupon code ReviewSpot. Save yourself $2 off any of your purchases. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back, we're going to get a better look at Aleksei Sytsevich and Alistair Smythe. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Both Minimates do come with their display stands. And I really won't touch too much on these because I know I always talk about these a lot when we first start these reviews, but I'm always glad that they give us clear display stands. Keeping in mind that we never used to get these with Minimates, it's nice to see them to be included now. Moving those to the side, let's first have a look at Aleksei Sytsevich. And again, I apologize. Spot's butchering his name, I'm sure. He's a really nice looking piece. Now, this is kind of like the set where it's, we're getting into territories of, grouping figures together where it's like, I don't know, we could have probably given him, maybe Sytsevich and something else. Or I would have even been fine to leave Smythe off and given us like, Aleksei Sytsevich with the components for a Rhino. And they could have given us like the Minimate equivalent of Rhino where, Sytsevich could have sat inside of it. Something along those lines. But Sytsevich is definitely the stronger, if you ask me, of the two Minimates. I just love the... there goes the Minimate. You can see like all the scarring on his face, like the tattoo scar, the little tattoos on the sides there. He's got tattoos all over his body. Kind of looks like he's got like a little kitty cat, little nurse kitty cat tattoo on his hand. A little, ship there. I'm not quite sure what this tattoo is on the side, but he's definitely got a lot going on here. He's also got himself a tracksuit going on there too. So if you ever wanted to make a corporate rock out of a Minimate, you'd have the, the tracksuit. Try to get those corporate rock references in when I can. Articulation on Sytsevich on his own. He does have the ball joint in the head, ball joint shoulders, and hinged elbows. Nice rotation in the wrist, swiveled in the waist, and ball joint legs out forward and back. Nice bend at the knee, swivel in the foot as well. Now, above and beyond the display stand, Sytsevich actually does come with a fair bit of accessories as well. He does come with a a little briefcase, which you can peg into his hand. The briefcase actually opens up as well to show you just a bunch of stuff in there. I mean, it doesn't really hold anything. I don't even think it could hold his gun. No, his gun is too big. But a nice little briefcase. I guess it probably could be either for him or Smythe, either or. But you get that. You get yourself a semi-automatic machine gun. A little machine gun, handheld machine gun. There you go, just like that. You can tell Spot knows so little about guns. Guns are bad. But anyways, there he has a little machine gun. And last, but certainly not least, if you enjoyed the chase at the beginning of the movie, he does also come with these. What are those, Spot? Well, let me just break it down for you. Take the lower torso of Sytsevich. Just unpeg his torso off. Take the shoes, take those off, put those to the side. And I probably already know where I'm going with this. Put the shoes in. Of course you'll know where I'm going with this. It's pretty straightforward. Put the feet in. And then you can take that and put it on his torso. And you've got Aleksei Sytsevich in, well, without his pants. Just like he did in the movie. Just little boxer shorts. Really nice details even on the boxer shorts too, the prints that they put on there. Now, Sytsevich actually comes out of packaging like this, but I didn't want to ruin that just yet, so that's why I traded it out for the alternate lower torso. I figured I'd show you this later. Now, Sytsevich, though, yes, he's not really quite Rhino yet, still is a pretty good mini-mate. Nice detailing, nice prints on him, nice tattoos. Overall, a really nice, well-rounded figure. I just kind of wish he had had components for the Rhino, or maybe what they could have done too is they, with, you know, just as an idea to Diamond Select 2, they could have given you a part of Rhino with each 2-pack, so that if you wanted to get all the 2-packs, you could put like the armor together for Sytsevich to become the Rhino. On his own though, he's a great looking mini-mate. Love the expression on his face as well. I'm going to give Aleksei Sytsevich, whether I butchered his name or not, wrong. I'm going to give him a good 8. Putting him to the side and picking up Smythe, who has fallen. Now, he's not bad. He, again, falls under that whole category of, if it's been a while that you haven't seen the movie, and then you immediately pick up this mini-mate, would you know right off the top of your head who this mini-mate is? You know, I guess if you were to swap out his hair, if you could take his hair off, and swapped it out with like a black hairstyle, you have a pretty decent looking Clark Kent, which I hate to say I would probably ultimately do, but I might just end up doing that with Smythe here. I mean, he's a great looking mini-mate, but he just falls under the problem of, you know, would you recognize him later on? Now, he comes with technically a cell phone, or, I mean, you could really use that for, you know, Sytsevich as well. You could use the cell phone with him, either or, you know, depending on what your preference is. He does also come with a couple of arms, little white sleeved arms, because what you can do is take his arms off, unpeg it, unpeg the other arm. This whole section can come off, his jacket area there. You can take off the head if you want to, but you can also just kind of pry it off the sides. Then take his arms, peg them back into place. Peg them back into place. Now, you would normally probably say, well, Spot, you know, if you take that off, it's not going to match the coloring of the sweater that he's got going on there. I guess really, though, you have... you know, he's wearing like more of a sweater vest kind of thing. So because of that reason, let me just find his other arm. Because of that reason, it justifies that you could swap out his hands and swap out his arms and give him, you know, an unjacketed version of Smythe, which I think kind of looks a little bit better than with the jacket on. That's just me. But, yeah, he's not a bad mini-mate. Again, the biggest strike against him is just, would you recognize him a year from, like, would you be able to look at him and say, oh, yeah, that's Alistair Smythe? you probably wouldn't. However, though, he has the great foundation to make a Clark Kent Minimate. Probably is bad for me to say that, but yeah, he's a perfect looking figure to make a Clark Kent out of. Articulation would be the same as with Aleksei Sytsevich. Nice ball joint in the head, ball joint shoulders, hinged elbows, swivel in the wrists, swiveled waist, legs go forward back out with the ball joint in the thigh, hinged knees, and rotation in the feet. Without really criticizing it from the standpoint of, I would not remember this Minimate. From a design standpoint, I like it. It's done very, very well. It's just, unfortunately for a character, you may not remember who he is. Still though, for a Clark Kent, yeah, totally probably going to use him. Probably going to use him indeed. Alistair Smythe, for a design standpoint of him, I'm going to give him a 7.5. Bringing in the two Minimates once again, one with pants, one without pants. Today's collectible spot, we were having a look at the Diamond Select Toys, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Aleksei Sytsevich, which again I probably have butchered, and Alistair, I don't know why I said that, Alistair Smythe. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more videos heading your way, lots more to come. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.